All right, students, here is your review for your ACT test tomorrow. And I didn't block out the answers this time because just because of time. So anyway, we're going to go through these fairly quickly. So just pay attention to each one. All right. Now, question one. Okay, if 3 servings is to 6, then how many does 5 do to what? You need to set this up as a proportion, just like the first question in your ACT packet. All right. Same type of question we had, not this past test, but the one before. Okay, there are 35 members, and now 3 officers are in the club. 3 cannot. Any of the officers cannot. So what's the probability of being chosen? All right, this one. You set 2x plus 7 equal to 15. Because, look, the bases are the same. 2's are the same. All right, next one. We're going to plug 3 in to where x is. Okay, again, that's a calculator input. All right, this one you need to pay attention to. A wallet containing 5 $5 bills. Okay, so there's 5 $5 bills, 7 $10 bills, and 8 $20 bills. Okay, so we have 5, 7, and 20. Okay, what is the probability that the bill drawn will be a $20 bill? Okay, well, it's just 8 out of, all right, and reduce. Okay, now, this is a book club. Okay, very similar to our pond question in your ACT packet. $40 a month, $2 per book. $35 a month, $3 per book. For each club, how many books must be read in 1 month, okay, so that the total charges from each club will be equal. Set this equal to each other, just like your pond question. Pond, there we go. So 40 plus 2x equals 35 plus 3x. All right, next one, a parallelogram. All right, now this is something that, again, this is my responsibility to teach you. When you have a parallelogram like this, that means these 2 sides, okay, and those 2 sides are parallel. So I know that with these 2, okay, if this is 57, and I'm just telling you this, okay, so that you know this is 57. All right, so you've got 57 and 57. Well, if we can figure this one, we can figure this one right here. And so if this is 57, then this one right here and that are going to be the same. Okay, I'm just plugging in 1/2 for x. Okay, in the standard, what is the midpoint? Label x1, y1, x2, y2, and then use your midpoint formula. Okay, x2 plus x1 over 2, and y2 plus y1 over 2. All right, 10. All right, what is, okay, so this is a chart, okay, showing water depth on a pier. One of the following values gives the positive difference in feet between the greatest water depth and the least water depth shown in the graph. So all this is reading a graph. The highest is 12. Okay, the lowest is 6. And they're looking for the difference. All right, number 11. What is a slope? This is just like the question on your packet that's asking for the y-intercept. Okay, I first got a y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, next one. The fine for speeding is $17 for each mile per hour the driver is traveling over the posted speed limit. In Cherokee County, Kirk was fined $221. For speeding on a road, the posted speed limit was 30. Kirk was fined for traveling at what speed? Okay, so this is 17 for each mile per hour they're over. And so figure up how many 17s go in 221 and add it to 30. All right, this one, okay, I've got sorry, I'm getting a message right now that I have to take care of. All right, next one. What is the sum of the two solutions for this particular problem? Okay, well, I know x, okay, is going to be 12 over 8 and reduces to a fraction. Y, solve for y. I'm not going to solve that for you. You're smart enough to do that. And then add the two solutions. All right, 5 distinct, the average, okay, and has the average of 5 distinct scores, so that's 5 different scores, all right, and the median are the same. The average and the median are the same. The sum of the 5 scores is 520. What is the sum of the 4 scores that are not the median? Okay, that are not the median, and that's just a simple read and solve. Okay, this is a calculator problem. All right, you got absolute value inside of absolute value. Do each absolute value, okay, then do the big one. Okay, calculator does all the work. All right, next one. Okay, this is one that I'm not sure if you remember from Algebra 1, but this is x to the 2/3. Okay, this number right here goes to the outside of the graph. Okay, so the one on the bottom goes to the outside of the radical, not the graph, the radical. Okay, so that's the cube root of x squared. All right, 17. What is the slope? Okay, now either you can set this up equal to y, or you can move the 7y over to where you have 4x minus 7y, and then you take negative a over b, which is the a is in front of the x, b is in front of the y. So negative 4 over negative 7, so it's 4 over 7. Gave you that one. You're welcome. Okay, 18. M and n will always be an odd integer. So, okay, for which of the following conditions will the sum of the integers m and n? All right, so make m, okay, 7 and n 8. Okay, and then just kind of work with these down here. I'm sorry, don't make those. See if m is odd. Okay, so make it odd. Okay, and then make n odd. So that means that this would be even. M and n are both odd, m and n are both even. Okay, and then m is odd, n is even. Okay, so throw those numbers in there. Okay, the way that they're saying. So if this one, it would be 7 and 9, or make this one 8 and 10, and make this one 7 and 8. Okay, and see which one falls into place. All right, 19. The lengths of the two legs are shown. The midpoint of AB is how many inches far away from A? All right, we got to find the hypotenuse. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Or this is a Pythagorean triple of 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and if you're able to solve that, you'll be able to solve this one faster. Okay, number 20. Okay. Yeah. It's K. All right. You're welcome. All right. 1 goes in where the X is. Okay, this one's a little tricky. All right, the length of the rectangle with an area of 54, okay, is 9. What is the perimeter? Okay, so the length, okay, with an area of 54, so the length is 9. They need to know what the perimeter is. So I need to figure out which number, 9 times what, will give me an area, okay, and then figure out what the perimeter is going to be, okay? I'll give you a hint. It's not F, okay? So just pay close attention to that one. All right. If figure C, intersection of AD, if it can be determined, BAC, well, do I know BCA? Yeah, it's vertical, so it's going to be 45. So if I know two angles of a triangle, can I find the third? Yep. Okay, that one's one I got to fix. Okay, she sold figurines, 70 in two sizes. All right. Okay, in two sizes. So this one I will do on the board in class tomorrow. This one takes a little bit. This is kind of an Algebra 2 question. All right. Okay, a car accelerated at 88 feet per second to 220 feet per second in exactly 3 seconds. Assuming the acceleration is constant, it's the same all the way up. What is the car's acceleration in feet per second from 88 to 220? Okay, so read the question carefully. Okay, a car accelerated from 88 per second to 220 in 3 seconds. Assuming the acceleration is constant, what is the acceleration in feet per second? All right, you'll subtract this, find the difference. Okay, next one. All right, in a plane, okay, where A is between C and D, the measure of BAC is 47. Just to give you a hint, this is going to form a straight line. All right, and that in what we did today in class should do it. This one, line these up, okay, in ascending order, smallest to largest. Next one, okay, what term is this? Okay, 1 and -3, 9, -27. Okay, they're going to want to know what the seventh one is. 30, shipping rate, and I'll just let this one kind of sit here for a second. You'll probably want to pause it and figure it out. And, okay. 9, okay, computer chip is 0.32 centimeters thick. Okay, if the top and bottom layers are 0.03, okay, so I'm going to take 0.03, and then every layer in between is 0.02. How many inner layers are there? Well, I'm going to take 0.03, 0.03 gets 0.06, subtract, divide by 0.02. Kind of gave you that one. All right, read a graph. Okay, we know everything's over 150. Okay, and just read it. All right, table below shows the number of cars that he sold. What is the median of the data? What's the middle number? Okay, you'll need to set them smallest to largest. Okay, and find the median. All right, now this one. Okay, all right, what would the central angle be measure of the core subject's sector? So he spent 4 hours, okay, on core subjects. He spent these many, all right, on the rest. Okay, so what percentage of the degrees is 4 out of 9? So find that percentage and multiply by 360. All right, rent, average, mean is average. The average teacher is mean. All right. All right, ½ inch represents 18 miles. How many ½ inches are in 2½ inches? Okay, I'm going to solve for C. They give me F, they give me D. I got to solve for C. You can do it. Okay, this is the scientific notation. Okay, add that up, figure out what the scientific notation is. That's a calculator problem. And then the last one. Okay, this is a geometry, and I got to make sure that you know it. Okay, so for trapezoid ABCD, okay, for this, A, B, and DC are parallel. Okay, so when I know they're parallel, like that, D is the measure of that angle. What is the measure of A? Well, I know that in any parallelogram, two consecutive angles, okay, equal, now there has to be some other rules and everything, but two consecutive angles equal 180. So I know in this one, okay, I'm going to take 180 minus x. All right, and that's your answer. All right, so that should be your test right there. Good luck with it. I wish you the best. And please tell me what distracted me during this review. Okay, that will be the extra 5 points on the test. So tell me what distracted me. Have a good day.